I'm a Jewish American Israeli from Long Island, New York, and now I'm a full-time Palestinian Solidarity activist living in Jerusalem. We grew up in a very religious community. I remember my rabbi in school just always saying, they just want our land. And I remember thinking to myself, I wonder if there's a classroom full of Palestinian kids getting told the exact same thing in reverse. When I was 18, I went to an Israeli army prep program. This was all in an illegal settlement in the southern portion of the West Bank, right next to Jerusalem. Over the course of that year, I saw a lot of stuff that didn't really sit right with me. I remember being very put off by the fact that Palestinians had different license plates that just screamed American segregation to me. And another thing that kind of really stuck in my brain was the checkpoint in between the West Bank and Israel only actually checks you going into Israel, but not going into the West Bank. I left that gap year with those doubts sticking in my brain. And then I got to college. This Palestinian guy came to talk to the Jewish Culture Club. He mentioned just all the paperwork he had to do to get permission from Israel to go to Jordan, to fly to New York to start university. And I was like, wait, you had to do what? I just hopped on a plane, landed there, walked around like I owned the place. I really have a very immediate story of me enjoying the absolute peak of Jewish privilege in Israeli society. I applied to Tel Aviv University. Grad school, I decided to get Israeli citizenship. I was in grad school for a bit and very quickly joined a collective of international Jews on the ground in Israel, Palestine, doing solidarity work with Palestinians, documenting home demolition, engaging in what we call protective presence, which is basically white-skinned Jews or international activists being in these Palestinian communities.
Hey!
If there's any military presence, you're documenting it. If there's any settler violence, you're documenting it. If they want you to call the police, you call the police. For the first month of that, I actually was based in Susia and became very close with the community there. And now Susia is just this huge part of my life. My first week in Susia, a group of settlers slung rocks at us while a soldier was right there doing nothing. And then we went to the police station and wait hours to file this police report that we know isn't going to do anything. That exact same night, the settlers burned entire homes to the ground and cut power lines. Since then, there have been military raids in multiple different villages. Every single night, these people in Susia and in Masafriata are living under these horrible conditions every day, and I've had the privilege to live through a tiny portion of it with them. And as hard as it is, it's life. You're bonding, you're laughing, you're drinking tea, you're making jokes, and there's something really powerful about it. The Palestinians in Gaza and in the West Bank need full freedom of movement and citizenship and the right to vote and the right to live with basic human dignity, with electricity and running water, and no soldiers subjecting them to military rule 24/7. They need equal rights. It's that simple.